What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Botany Manor. In the last episode, we got into the game. We started just kind of seeing what we could see of the house so far. We have a back terrace key, as well as 2 plants correctly identified. So we got some more stuff to look at, so let's just do that. Back terrace should be over here. Ooh. Okay, so there's stuff to look at here. I wanted to use that key, but before we do anything else, actually, we should probably continue looking at stuff that was unlocked just from the start, right? So let's go up the stairs. Oh. I can't touch this book. This is a beautiful house. Aha, I see. Library hall. We got a 3-letter combination lock. We're up here back at the balcony on the 2nd floor. And this is going to be, blocked by tree. Okay, so yeah, we definitely have to have some plant is going to help us do that. But I'm glad I took a look. Because now I'll be on the lookout for a 3-letter combination lock of some sort. Okay, cool. So now we're heading out to the back. Uh-huh. More beautiful scenery. Wow, look at this. Gorgeous. Cool. Okay, great. So, there's a lot of stuff going on in there. Locked from the other side, though. Some stuff below there. Okay. So, I'm looking for my next seed. That's really seems to be the start of the process, right? Like, let's just try to find a seed first. Which shouldn't be too hard. We got a tea set up, some orange. Oh, so this is going to be like the orangery. A half-eaten sandwich. Crime against humanity. Oh. Flowering plants of Great Britain. Anne Pratt. Nice. I have plant-obsessed family members, and obsessed sounds negative, but it is a good thing. Wanting to make things beautiful and feel lively with nature and such. And this isn't very far off. Obviously, my family does not own a mansion like this, but it would be cool if I'm sure it would look like this if we did. Ash plume. Okay, so there we go. We finally got it. Might be a tough case to crack. This is probably going to be the pyre one. Seed log. A summary of some seeds I've gathered this year in the location I found them at. Cow parsley, Blackdown Hills, poppy, Cheddar Gorge, buttercups, steer marshes, ash plume, Wistman's wood, wood anemone, Holford comb, wild thyme, Colbone wood, foxglove, Ford Abbey. So this is real plants being kind of worked in with fake ones, which is interesting. And I don't think... Is there no other page there? There is not another page there. Okay. Okay. Formal garden. Okay, that's a no on that one. I suppose we shall go up here. My dear friend Arabella Rosewood House, a friend of mine visited the Americas and brought back a pair of fabulous gray squirrels. They're the latest trend in garden decoration. All my neighbors have sent that for them as well. It was a great investment. The 2 squirrels have now started a big family, and my garden is now full of the darling little creatures. One thing I did notice is that I haven't seen a red squirrel in my garden for some time now. How odd. You must visit soon and see the squirrels for yourself. Ever yours, Grace. So she's got an active community of gardeners and house owners. Locked from the other side. A lot of locked doors in this place, but that's okay. That means there's a lot more to explore. Kitchen. Thursday, Jimmy broke another mortar. That boy really needs to learn how to grind spices without breaking down my kitchen. Lady Arabella may not be the best pleased with me asking for a new one. The last mortar took years to be sorted. She's so scatterbrained, always off on her own fancy research trips. Shopping list: flour, eggs, milk, leeks, potatoes, carrots. Hazel Patterson kitchen notes. Okay, we have a kitchen key now. Not much in terms of, well, so let's see. So ash plume, we know for sure the seed log refers to that, but we don't have much else in terms of that. So let's go back to the kitchen and see what else we got. Okay. Up we go. And then the kitchen is where? It's on, or the access to the kitchen is going to be from this side, right? I was wrong. Okay, hold on, wait. Let's go with our maps. Kitchen 12. Did I mess that up? Where? Locked from the other side. Oh, right. There's this little hallway. I forgot there's two sides of this hallway. Okay, great. In we go. Ooh, pretty. Alright, let's take a look here first. Lots of weights. A classic weight puzzle. Mysterious symbol. Okay, that's an England flag there. Interesting. I'm surprised at the now lack of clues. It was so forthcoming of a lot of stuff. Now it's just about exploring, which is a good trade-off. Okay, let's see. Blessed is this kitchen by grace and holy light. May all those who enter find comfort and respite. Blessed is the hearth with laughter and with cheer. May the love shared here be held forever dear. To those who serve the Lord, remember who seek their sanctuary. Remember the year of construction. For this, friends, is the key. I see BBT, gifted by Nicholas Owen. Seek their sanctuary. Remember the year of construction. Remember the year of construction. For this, friends, is the key. The year of construction. Okay, so we're looking for that to make up our numbers here. So let's see if we have the symbol somewhere else that we can say when the house was built. Usually that information is somewhere tucked on the base layer of the house. Hazel's priceless recipes for the home, farm, workshop, and every department of human endeavor. Roasted chestnuts. This is a simple recipe perfect to warm up those cold winter nights. You can use any edible chestnuts. They are easily foraged. The main difficulty with chestnuts is that they have a tough shell, but luckily they're easy to crack open with the help of fire. Simply place the nuts in a pan above the fire and wait until you hear a pop. This means that your chestnuts are nicely roasted and ready to eat. And that's it. That's the only recipe that Hazel has for us. The history of Dartmoor, given by our resident natural history professor. How the moor was once covered in majestic forests and woods, how early settlers came to the area and cleared most of the trees for the pasture using fire as their method of choice. It promises to be a fascinating story of how the moorland we know and love today came into existence. Society of Historians, Southwest Group. Oh, there's our broken mortar. Dear Lady, we received your letter applying to the study botany at our College of Natural Sciences, along with your enclosed drawings. We do not, at present, and have never admitted women to study at the college. Botany is a serious science conducted in laboratories and lecture halls. By all means, continue to pursue your hobby, tending to your garden in domestic space where it may be appreciated. Positions at the college are reserved for serious scholars whose studies will go on to be well utilized in a career in botanical experimentation. Therefore, with all politeness, we do not offer these valuable positions to amateurs that should be otherwise taken up by genuine academics. Signed, Professor John Shithead. Yep, I forgot. Nothing can be sacred or nice and beautiful without a little bit of misogyny. Isn't that great, everybody? And I'd like to say we're past that, but we're really not. Okay, well, moving on. Okay. Can I close the door? It doesn't look like it. The ancient oaks stand tall in Wistman's wood. Covered in moss, they withstood the test of time. Though none can tell the sorrows that did befell those trees in Wistman's wood. Okay, so it's all signs are pointing to that thing in Dartmoor. Porcelain duck. Okay, so we got another duck figure. So yeah, all of the clues are now starting to connect to someone special. Dearest Hazel, I picked you some roses from the garden to cheer you up. When you're done with more work in the kitchen, would you like to meet me for a cup of tea in the back garden? The pond is lovely this time of year. Warm regards, Mr. Bennett. Aw, very nice. Do we have romance brewing in the manor? Wow, we got a lot of space here. Oak logs, maple logs, cherry logs, birch logs. It's different types of wood. Oh, I saw... That's funny. I saw this and thought that that's what we were walking into, but actually it's just this little back area. That's kind of fun. Okay, home smoking and curing. Using the home smokery. The type of wood to use in your smokery is of great importance, though which one to pick depends entirely on your personal taste and preferences. Burning wood from different types of tree produces different smoke aromas. This is due to different chemical compositions in each type of smoke, and has a great impact on the flavor of your smoked food. So in summary, choose wood logs with care. Okay. This looks like the end of the line. What do we got here? Smoked food. And here's a... Yep, there we go. Here's a saucer. So now we know where to be placing it. So let's go to our index again. Index, please. Thank you. Survivors of adversity. Okay, so... Definitely the poem. Definitely... I mean, it's probably just all of them, right? Yeah. Okay. So that's it. And that'll be chapter 2. So that said, shall we take a look at some of the stuff that's here? Can we? Okay, so well, we know that... Well, let's first of all pot the plant, right? So let's find whatever the nearest place to do that is. Let's do that. Okay, so get a pot, put the soil, plant the seed, do this. Okay, so now I think the idea is what Wistman's wood. Yeah, okay, so Wistman's wood is there. That's just proving that that exists. Cookbook is kind of helpful, but not really. What does this say? Ancient oaks. So it's oak wood. So if I put this in here, oh, in there, please, and then have oak wood, burning in the fire. Okay, maybe not. There's something I'm missing. Okay, so... Let's take a look. What else do I have to catch? Ancient oaks stand tall in Wistman's wood. Covered in moss, they withstood the test of time. Though none can tell the sorrows that did befell the trees in Wistman's wood. That's the rejection letter. I want to know more about the plant that we actually have, though. This is a later thing, I think. And then where else were we? We were out here. Here we go. Pyrophiles. Pyrophiles have learned Their seeds typically possess tough shells. Some pyrophiles only bloom when surrounded by smoke aromas from their natural habitat. Right. Okay. And was there anything even over here? Nope, that was a... What else was on this thing? So the seed log in the rose garden. So let's go and grab that. That's where we actually picked it up, right? Ash plume, Wispen wood. Right, that just pulls them in the right spot. That's just what is the right spot. And that's Wispen's wood, which we prove is from Dartmoor, which... et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Wispen's wood is in Dartmoor. Ancient oaks stand tall in Wispen's wood. Maybe you just try to get more. Okay, so the door is closed now. I wonder if that's going to do anything. Keep it smoky in here. It's like popping a little bit. Did we water it? I don't know if we watered this plant. Let's see. Apparently, yes. So the seed log... So let's take a look at what else they have here. So seed log proves that it's from Wispen's wood. Wispen's wood we find from the poster. What's the smoking book in the kitchen garden? Oh, that's going to be the... That's going to be this, right? Yeah. Choose your wood logs with care. What else is here? So we have cherry logs. We have birch logs. We have maple logs and oak logs. We've tried oak. Ancient oaks stand tall in Wispen's wood. Covered by moss, they stood the test of time. Though none can tell the sorrows that did befell those trees in Wispen's wood. But, so if the ash plume grew in environments of smoke, it should be that the oak wood is the one that's burning. Right? That's not a hard thing to... Am I not understanding the rest of the clues, though? Simply place the nuts in a pan above the fire. Oh, maybe should I... Okay, I see. So it's oak wood, but I also have to place the... I don't place them in the saucer. I place them right above the fire. Let's put this down for a second. Let's close this. Is that not it? Hold on. Can I not pick this up? There we go. Inspect the seed, huh? I actually can't put it on the ground. Or, oh, hold on. Yeah, it wants me to put it on the saucer always, which is restrictive, but in a good way. I'm just curious now, what happens if I do another type of wood? Will anything happen? Let's pick up birch, why not? Seemingly no. So it's just the oak wood that's working. So is there another place that this can happen? Oh, baby. Okay, yeah. So let's do that, and now let's put the... Right, so the... Oh! Crack. Oh, okay. I didn't understand what all this was. Okay, we had to crack the seed to get it to be a plant or a seedling. Now I can do the smoke. Okay, I did it. Cool, great. Good stuff. Hey, that's science. That's it. Just messing with things and putting them in weird positions. Yeah, I didn't understand the chestnut thing. I didn't understand why that was relevant. There we go. Yeah. Phoenix of the forest. The ash plume is a pyrophile, evolved to survive harsh forest fires. Its seed cracks open with extreme heat, and afterwards the oak smoke from its habitat indicates it's safe to bloom. Gatehouse delivery. Yeah, I was wondering what would be the next step, because I've seen all my rooms at this point. I'm running. Wow, I love the music. I love how whimsical it is. The orchard key. They delivered a key to my own house? All right, well, that's a little bit concerning. All right, now, where is the orchard? I also don't know the layout of my own house, so that's not helpful. Orchard is off this side of the house. Okay, so we should be able to get there from here. Yep. All right. Next up, peculiar petals. 2 new plants added. Wow, look at the tower up there. That's awesome. The wolf glove. High on the mountaintop so steep grows a flower that's hard to keep, its petals delicate and bright, whistling in the wind with all their might. The mountaineers who climb up high listen for the whistle as they try to find their way amidst the snow and reach the summit, cheeks aglow. With every step they hear it loud, the wolf gloves howl, clear and proud, guiding them to paths unknown to reach the summit and call it home. What is that last page? What does that look like? Okay. Dear niece, I've gathered a selection of my cherished toys and books, among them my beloved Piggy. I highly recommend the nursery rhymes. They are charming as well as educational, though I'll take no offense should they should put your little one straight to sleep. With all my affections, Auntie Arabella. Oh, okay, for her sister's... Right, this is from us. Cute. Okay, so actually right away, let's take Pixie tears. Wolf glove. So let's immediately put let's like kind of section off our evidence, right? This small flower has long tubular petals. How interesting. This flower is closely associated with orchards. I wonder why. Okay, we shall keep going. Okay, we have not found seeds yet. This is a big area, but I think... Wow, okay. This is a whole outdoor area, like a bar and everything. What the heck? The Heritage Orchard, preservation of endangered apple varieties. Apples. Love me a good apple. Is that a biscuit? There we go. Actual apples. And a really screwed up one. Cider making and apple blending. Sugar, tannins, and acid values given per single apple. We have a bunch of not real apples. Printed Jackson Farm and Household Supply Company. Got it. Okay, that'll be helpful later. Lots of apples. Lots of apples. Okay, here we go. Cider apples. Cool. We'll hold off on getting too deep into that yet. We have a cider mill, it looks like. Use a press. Okay, so those are all 12 of our apples. We have 4 here, and then 4 there. So now we just have to, I guess we have to figure out what combination of apples we need to be pressing, right? And I'm assuming that's going to go with this one. Apple blending and cider apples. Could be wrong, but that's probably a good guess. Let's see, what else we got? Microscope. Red campion. Foxglove. Open. Aha. Primrose. Spring dance shrub. Hyacinth. Pixie tears. Okay, that's one of them. Bluebell. Cradle fern. Tincture of iodine. Perfect for preparing microscope slides. Chloroplasts. In the world of plants, the sun is the ultimate source of energy. Chloroplasts, small organelles inside the cells of a plant, are responsible for capturing the light from the sun and converting it into sugar through photosynthesis. However, not all plants have chloroplasts. Some plants rely on organic matter for their energy and do not photosynthesize. They have lost their chloroplasts over time and have instead adapted to obtain energy by absorbing sugars through their roots. It is therefore recommended to add a certain amount of sugar to the soil when cultivating these particular plants. So that's going to be like apple sugar, I guess. Orchard mosaic. That is suspicious also. Lady Arabella. Willow Lodge, Rowan Park. Thank you for inviting me to Botany Manor last Monday. As a historian, I found it wonderful to see an authentic medieval manor, especially one as beautiful as yours. I apologize again for not being able to locate the priest hole in your house, although I am convinced it exists and we will find it one day. It won't be easy. They tend to be hidden well and sometimes require elaborate mechanisms to be opened. Kind regards, Professor Pennyworth. History of England. For scholars, advanced classes, and the discerning reader. Priest holes. Back in the Middle Ages, during the reign of Queen Elizabeth, all Catholics were persecuted by law. Therefore, some households built secret rooms in case they needed to hide a priest that was visiting their family home. Many of these so-called priest holes were designed and built by Nicholas Owen. Only the owner of the house and Nicholas himself knew about the location. Because of this, it is thought that there may be many undiscovered priest holes throughout England to this day. I think I just learned about this because of the Bond movie, Skyfall. There's a plot point that involves moving a character into a priest hole. Really interesting. It's like little stuff like that I love. Just little facts and stuff that can cross media. Dearest Arabella, how are you getting on in your garden? I hope it's not getting to be too much for you on your own these days. Our mutual friend mentioned you have been struggling to germinate the ash plume. Have you tried making sure there's fresh compost in the pot? Stubborn seeds often need that to grow. I'll visit you sometime, and perhaps I can find a way to crack the seed for you. I could show you the book I've been working on at the same time. Yours sincerely, Charles Tucker, Esquire. Sorry, Charles, but we have done that. Aha! Pixie Tears. Okay, so that might be the first one we go for. Unless the other one is right next to us. Nope. All right. Shovel. Magnifying glass. Notes on soil additives. Sometimes I need to add extra nutrition to the soil. I found that the following amounts to work best with my different pots. So it's always going to be 97, right? Okay. Good to know. What else? Lady Arabella, I've received your request for repairs to the roof of your garden tower. Alas, I must confess that I am not the man to undertake this task. It may have escaped your notice that the tower in your orchard is known to locals as the Turbulent Tower. It is believed that a poltergeist dwells within its walls. Legend says that the spirit is evil and brings ferocious winds upon anyone who dares enter the tower. Got it. I don't want to provoke the wrath of this ghost, and I advise you to refrain from meddling with the tower. Willie, the builder. So that's going to be the other plant, right? That's for sure. Sorry, Willie. I didn't mean to scare you, my friend. And oh, and I see. That's the... Right. That was from the other side of the smoker area. Got it. Cool. Wow, there's so many beautiful additions to this house. It's awesome. I mean, I don't think it's a long shot to say I would live here in a heartbeat. Wow, okay. An anemometer. A broken anemometer, specifically. Oh, we're going up. Okay, so that's where we'll place the plant once we have it. Move up, move down. Oh, I see. Okay, so there's different levels to this. So we'll have to figure out what level to take it. Totally fine. Makes sense. Still looking for the seed for that plant, though. Probably we're going to find it right about now. Okay. Let's see. Tower wind research. Test 1 of 6. Wind speed of 35 F per... It's probably something per second, but I don't know what... on 3D floor. Oh, that's supposed to say third. That's interesting. Okay. Wind speed of 50. So 50 on second floor. 3 of 6. Oh, I see. Also, different doors are open or not. Wind speed of 40. Wind speed of 25. Somehow my anemometer broke. I hope there isn't a poltergeist in the tower after all. So different opens of windows are going to lead to different things. So we're going to have to process of elimination that. Alpine exploration. Aha. Be sure to wear the correct gear when climbing. The winds in the Alps can be fierce and changeable? It's advised to wear thick, warm clothing and sturdy boots with good grip. Wind speed and pressure. Etc. Wind speed. Got it. Oh, and I can go in there. Interesting. Okay, so first of all the wind ones are going to be important. Letter from builder, wind research, alpine weather. Pot notes? Oh, that's going to be for the other one. Chloroplast might be for the other one. Microscope. Actually, that one might be done. Yeah, it is. Okay. So anything further from here is actually going to be for Wolf Glove. Understood. All right. I think I actually might call it here. And then we'll pick it up and try to actually identify these plants in the next one. Maybe I do the apple one first before I go too far. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see future episodes. I'm really loving this. It's such a beautiful game. It's so nice and calming, and it's what I needed for my soul. I can't wait to see you on the next one. See you then. Bye-bye, everybody.